So guys, thank you so much for coming today to the seminar. My name is Jason McCormick. This is my student, Zeke Meares. I'd like to thank Sensei Wright for having us today. He asked us to do a little bit of a period of instruction on forms and bow staff. So we're going to do a little bit on the forms, and then Zeke is like a little bow staff wizard. He's got a knee injury and certain things he can't do, but we put together some things that he's able to do right now that you guys really enjoy, I think. So that being said, we're just going to go ahead and do the quickest warm-up ever and get to it. Look at this, bow, show respect. Take that. All right, real quick, some jump jacks. Ready, set, go. Okay, that's good. Let's get our neck side to side a little bit. Good. Shake your hands and wrists. Good. Circle your arms forward. Backwards. And now one forward, one backwards. If you can. If you can't, practice on the weekends, then you're free time, you're good. And then go the other way. Okay, that's good. Just twist side to side. Again, just a super quick warm up. It's first thing in the morning. You know, a lot of you guys might have been training all week. You might be all weekend. Might be a little stiff. Hands on your hips and circle. Good. Go the other way and circle. Good. Feet together. Circle your knees and ankles. Very nice. And the other way. Good job. Grab one foot. Try to balance. Keep your knees close together. Push your hip forward. Stretch out your quadricep or your thigh. Good. Put it down and switch, please. I like the brown belts you guys have here. Those old school light colored brown belts. Those are nice. They're tan? Yeah, no wonder they like. Put it down. Feet wide. Toes out. Bend your knees a little. Push out on your knees. You can go side to side real slowly.
Oh yeah, we're feeling all weekend right here.
Yeah. Hands on the deck. Straighten your legs nice and slowly, please. Breathe, relax, don't bounce. And when you're ready, go forward on your toes and raise your heels for a second. Now go back on your heels and raise your toes for a second. Put your feet flat and slowly come up. That's good enough, guys. We're not going to do a Bill Wallace seminar where we're going to stretch for 30 minutes. This is going to get you warmed up some. Now, what we're going to do first off is we're going to talk about stances. I think Sensei Wright had mentioned maybe give you guys a drill that you can take and practice at home and use later to help your forms in general. I don't know the CMA forms, so I'll get some help from the instructors in a minute, but it doesn't matter. A form is going to have stances in it more often than not. So we're going to talk about stances real quick. Does everybody know a front stance? So we're going to do a quick review of stances, and I'm going to show you this drill / game we use for your forms. So from here, put your feet together. Everybody heel-toe your feet apart one time. Good. Take your left foot as if you're standing on invisible railroad tracks. Take a natural step forward. Now from the floor up to our head, let's go over details. Back heel grinds down flat. Front toes grip the mat, right? My back leg is locked nice and straight, and my front knee tracks out past my toes. My belly button points straight ahead, which means my hips are side by side as well as my shoulders. And make sure you have good posture, right? And you can do whatever with your hands. You can just chamber our hands here. It's good. So keep that knee bent nice and deep, right? That's front stance. When we transfer forward, collapse the back knee, pick up the heel, push off the back foot, and slide through. And what you want to happen is your head level should stay the same. Don't bob up. Okay, again, from here, collapse the back knee now, push off the back toes and step through. Good posture. Very good job, relax. So that was the quickest lesson ever on how to do a front stance, right? Okay, anybody here has never done a front stance? Cool. Like a self-defense application might be if he comes in looking for a takedown, I can step back here, right? Against this. Right, so that's one application for a front stance. Next thing, real quick, we're going to go through a horse stance, okay? Some people call it without you. Put your feet together. We're going to heel-toe feet apart twice. Once, twice, and then I usually do a tiny bit more. Okay, toes forward, knees out, right? Grip the floor with your toes. Tuck your pelvis under. You don't want your bottom sticking out. Good posture. Right, again, I'm chambering my hands by my side. Good, so this is your horse stance. We're going to hold it until we cry or throw up in our mouth a little bit, whatever comes first. Good job. Deeper. Make a tabletop. Deeper. Yeah, very good job. Okay, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Awesome. So I think you guys got the gist of it. Do any of your forms use a back stance? Everybody know? Okay. Okay, cool. So you can do the same thing with the back stance. There's different ways of doing it. You're just going to do it the way your instructors teach you to do your stances. I just gave you a quick little period of instruction. Now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you one drill, then I'm going to teach you one little fancy pants kick technique, all right? And then I'm going to let Zeke show you some bow staff stuff. So the drill is going to go like this. What we're going to need to do, first off, I want everybody to take off your belts, if you have a belt, and we're going to tie it around ourselves once. So it's going to look really funny. Make it even, Steven, and just tie it in a knot. Okay? Maybe when it's your turn to go, if you don't have a belt, we can put you in a group, you can bark. Well, no, it might not be the same rank. It might not be cool. But we'll make it work. Okay? So, it looks kind of funny, right? Color the funnies up drill. Now, if you're an instructor during classes, you can, if you drill stances across the school, you can do it that way. We're gonna do it with our partners in a group real quick. But basically what we're gonna do is, let's say I'm going to do our basic form number one, part of it. I step back and I low block. My belt has to touch the floor the whole time. But I'm not allowed to look. Because if you look, you're going to do just enough to get by, right? If you're not looking, you're not sure. So you're going to go the extra mile. You're going to have two other partners. You're going to have to take turns. They're a group of three. They're going to watch you. Every time your belt does not touch the deck, you got to do 5 push-ups when you finish doing what you're doing, okay? So make sure you bring in these nice and easy. Now, if you're really sore, you don't want to do push-ups, I don't care. But, you know, just kind of make it fun. All right, so I'm going to ask the instructors if it's possible to help me get the best groups together. If you can, keep your belts like funny belts, please. And let's see if we can get everybody in groups of 3, and then we'll talk about exactly what you're going to be doing once we get grouped up. Okay? All right, you guys ready? On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. If you're not sure, please ask one of the instructors who's the best paired up here. All right, guys, listen up. Once you get in your groups, let's spread out a little bit so you have some room. Okay. All right, so let's say we have groups. What's your name, sir?
I'm Braden.
Braden. So let's say Braden, Zeke, and I are in a group. Right? So I would go, and every time Braden or Zeke sees my belt not touch it, they're going to point it out. Right? So that's one time, 2 times, whatever. When I'm done, then Braden will go, and I'll have to get a little breather in between, right? And you kind of get your chance to go every 3rd time. So what are we going to do? Is it intermediate, form 1, level 1? Is that something that everybody knows? Does that sound right? Did I say it right?
Intermediate level 1, form 1.
If you don't know, you adults just go punch people in the face normally, you can just make something up. I don't care. It's good. Glad you guys are here. Okay? So anyway, what we're going to do is, if you know a different form, you can do a different form, but I just want to give you some pointers to go by. So I want you guys to go in, let's say by order of rank is fine. Whoever's got the highest belt can go first. If you're not sure, who cares? Rock, paper, scissors. Let's just make it happen. Everybody get a turn. Do you have any questions? Okay, so do your kata or your form. And every stance you're in, that belt should be touching the floor the entire time, unless you're supposed to stand up for some reason. Otherwise, it should be touching the floor the entire time. So get your knees nice and bent nice and deep in your front stance, horse stance, back stance, whatever the stance is. Okay? All right, if we don't have any questions, we're going to get it on 3. 1, 2, 3. These guys are and what we do All
right, so I'm going to take you guys just through our normal front, just step through front stances, make sure we got all the details down, okay? So I want you guys to take your right foot, step forward, make sure you're not directly like foot in front of foot, one out to one side, one out to the other, kind of like you're on train tracks, okay? Make sure your hands are by your side. Take your back leg, lock it up straight. Keep that heel on the floor. If y'all had $100 balls under your foot. You want to keep that, right?
You guys should.
I will. Take that knee, bend it. Make sure that knee is bent so you can't see your toes. If you look down, you see your knee, not your toes. Hands elbow by your side, like if the back was coming behind you, you elbow back, right? So there's the step that I like to take is called shoulder step, and I bring my foot in, and I see.
About 2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. We're gonna move on.
So I want everybody to take your right foot, slide it into your foot, keep your knees bent, keep it a little bit, and step it out. Make sure you walk that back leg straight. Take that back leg, slide in, and step it out. One more time. Good.
One more minute, guys. 1 minute.
So put your left leg in front. When you guys are in your front stances, don't step in super far, because then if I would ever try to come up and try to hit, it would be a lot of damage and a lot of time on you, right? So if somebody was going to touch the ground, that's on you. Touch straight the ground, right? It is compared to if I would have a more narrow stance, but then boom, I'll still be able to.
Everybody, let's line it back up, please. You can tie your belts back on the normal way. Thank you. When you're at home, if you don't have anybody to watch you, parent, sibling, spouse, whatever, just video yourself and go back and watch the videos you're practicing and see if you're, if your stance was deep enough. That's always a good thing. You can practice by yourself if you need to. So I'm just going to show you guys a little trick kick. I think something that the kids will enjoy, or the adults that'll just be a good challenge working on your balance. Yeah. Looks like you get your belt squared away. All right, good. So if you guys want to, you can have a seat. Yeah, so we'll show you the move we're going to learn first, right? Solid demo, right? So, we're going to learn this little kick called an oba. It looks something like this. Okay, pretty cool. I think it's something that the more advanced students might be able to get today, and that everybody, if you can't pull it off right away, it's something that you can practice in more. Okay? And again, for the adults, it's just going to be good exercise. You're going to be a little bit sore coming upside down. It's a good time. Think of it as an inverted bridge or something, I don't know. So here it goes. What we're going to do, guys, let's break it down. First thing is, put your right knee down. Okay? Now, your right elbow is going to go right by your knee. And my fist must point to the side. Okay, for better balance. My left hand goes on the floor. Yeah, now I'm going to put my left ear on the floor like I'm listening to the ground. Okay, now put my shoulder. Put your shoulder on the floor. Good. Okay, from here, all I'm going to do is point my knee to the sky like I'm going to do a roundhouse kick. Now I'm going to elevate. Now I'm going to chamber. Turn that down. Okay, so the most common mistake is people watch my hips. People want to fold at the hips like this. You got to open your hips. Okay, so push your belly button forward, pull your knees back like you're going to do a round kick. If you're going to do a round kick, you don't chamber like this. Well, I don't anyway, right? You point your knee at the target. Same thing when you're upside down. Okay, so here you go. Put your right knee on the deck. Put your right elbow by your knee. Make sure your fist is to the side. Like in Jiu-Jitsu we learn about base. Well, this move you're going to need base as well. So get your fist to the side so you got balance. You don't roll over. Put your hand down. Put your ear between your right fist and your left hand on the floor. Put your shoulder on the floor. Elevate on the ball of your right foot. Point your knee north. Now from here, all we want to do is hop to our shoulder and chamber and balance. Just hang out. Watch out for you, ladies. Okay. All right, time. So guys, we didn't do the actual little kick here yet, right? So the kick is called an oba. And I'm no capoeira expert by any means, but in capoeira there's different versions of the oba. And this one is like on the ground. They do them standing up on one hand as well. There's probably other versions, I don't know. But this is one it's just fun to practice. You work on your balance a lot and your strength a little bit too. So we're going to do the oba. We're actually going to swing the kick across now. That's going to be it. It's just going to be a matter of practice it until you get it or throw up in your mouth a little bit. So here we go. From here, I got my right knee down. Right? Now stay right where you are, please. I'm going to show you the actual swing kick. As I put my elbow on the deck, place my hand for base, get my shoulder down, pick up one leg to a round kick chamber, hop the second one. Now the left leg is going to kick across. Okay? So you're gonna stretch it across, and when you're ready to get up, you're gonna refold it and do a little hooking type motion to help you get some momentum to get back up. Okay? Let's try. Okay. All right. Here we go. You ready? Elbow by the knee, hand on the floor, shoulder on the deck. Elevate on the ball of your right foot and point your knee north. Now hop the second foot beside the first. Now swing the left one across with your, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, Christian.
Point your knees north.
No! I still did it.
Yes. Okay. That's good. Time. So what we're going to do right now, get ready. We're going to drill it a few times. So I want everybody to get in your set position like this. Kind of like a modified side mount, right? Sit back to the butt towards the heels. Now, from here, if I call out something that pertains to you, you're going to go. All right?
Okay.
All right. So, if you are a lady, go. Females. Give it your best shot. Come right back. Yeah. Okay. All the guys, go. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Reset. If your birthday is in the winter, go.
Yep.
Good. Ahead, you got people. If your birthday is in the summer, go. In the spring, go. Yeah. Your birthday's in the fall, go.
I did it.
Yes. If your favorite class is Jiu-Jitsu, go. If your favorite class is kickboxing, go. If your favorite class is karate, go. All right, cool. So that's it, guys. Good job. So that's called the OVA. It's a fun little drill. I appreciate you adults that train more of the MMA or Jiu-Jitsu kickboxing coming in and just hanging out with us and checking it out. And it was great to have you guys in here. You can choke me in a little while because I'll be here for a seminar. But anyway, thank you guys so much for that part. I hope you enjoyed it. We have the funny belt drill, tie your belt once, and work on getting your stances nice and weak in any form that you do. And then I gave you a little trick type kick that you can work on, put it in your demos. If you want, if either Sensei right or Sensei Nate says, hey, everybody's getting that, you give us a combination, I'll give you a whole little combo. We'll do the coffee grinder and the knee stand and go. It's really cool. So just work on that and get it down really good, and maybe we can do a part 2 later. Any questions on that before we move on?
No, sir.
Awesome. So when I say go, I want everybody to go grab your bow staffs and spread back out where you are right now. Okay. 1, 2, go. Go.
I don't even know where I should put this.
Almost. I just need a dress blanket. So. I kind of did it. My knees just
Okay, guys. Go ahead and spread out, please.
Is that really hard to do? I don't know. Who would always never treat
Okay, everybody ready? All right, so here we go. Check it out, guys. So again, the bow staff stuff we're learning today, like in a little while, those of us that are staying for the stick fighting and knife fighting, I got a feeling that's going to be very practical, self-defense oriented. This is not so much. This is great for demos, competition, belt promotions, belt graduation comes, bow staff demo will be awesome, that kind of stuff. So that being said, it's not real, but when you do it, you want to do it like it is real, or it's not going to have any substance. So, who does the bow staff a lot here? Raise your hand. Okay, you put your hands down, please. Who doesn't know one end of the bow staff from the other? Raise your hand. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll be okay, guys. Because the first thing I'm going to teach is going to be basic stuff. And I want you to remember this. If you're doing the flippity floppity, throw it up, spin around, James Brown split, catch the bow, jump back and kiss yourself, that's cool. But you want to make sure that the foundation of what you're doing is based off of powerful, accurate strikes and blocks. So we're going to go over one of my favorite drills to give you just that. Then I'm going to give you to Zeke, and you guys can start busting out the overhead lights.
Please don't.
All right. So here goes, guys. First thing, put the staff out in front. Put your left hand out in front of you like this. Flip it up and catch it. So when I hold the staff, I want my right hand to face up, my left hand to face down. And I'll try to hold it in 3 equal parts, okay? There'll be exceptions to that rule, but if you get lost, just make sure right hand is up, left hand is down, and you can only get a little bit lost, okay? From here, let's talk about our stance. Take a step forward with your right foot, and you can bend your knees in like a natural walking stance, fighting stance, whatever, or you can make a nice deep front stance, whichever you prefer. They're both good. I'm going to come down this way just a little teeny bit. Actually, Zeke, can I get you good on that way, please? So everybody's chest is this way, they can see a little bit better. Thank you. So from here, our set position goes like this. My front hand's going to punch straight in front of my face, and my left hand will slide down a little bit so that I'll get in the habit of feeling my wrist touching my belt, right at my hip. Hold right there, please. Don't move. So what's going to happen is, eye tip of the bow should be eye level, and your front hand, your palm, check that arm out, please, should face the target. Very good. So your palm faces the target. Anytime you do a strike, tip of the bow is eye level. And we got it. Now, from here, we're going to do a straight-in strike. So I'll pull the staff straight back. The front and back of the weapon are the same height as each other. I can even shift my weight back a little if I like. And I'm going to transfer my weight forward and stab straight in. When I do that, my front hand's going to corkscrew over. Also, the back elbow is going to be up a little. Don't keep it down. Okay? And come right back. Set position. Ready to draw back. 1 and 2. Make sure you corkscrew it. Very nice. Now from here, go back to set position. Now we're going to do a 4-strike series. So my right hand comes up to my left shoulder. Watch this. My hands adjust on the bow for comfort. I'm going to uppercut to the center of my chest. Bless you. Center of my chest. Come right back down to the center of my chest. I'm going to do the left punch and the right punch. Then I'm going to draw back and finish with that same spear. Good job. So if I were using my hand as a target, all 5 strikes, you know how you do a center punch? You go to the same point. Up, uppercut, down. Yep, left punch, right punch, and straight in. Excellent. So you don't want to, the most common mistake is this. Uppercut here and down strike here and side strike here. Everything goes to the same point. Okay, so back to your set positions, please. Good. So we're going to go up, down, side, side, back and spear. Good. Very good job. So let's start with that so that the new guys can kind of get oriented, and then we'll add a little something to it in a minute. Ready? On your own. We're not going to clap because we got bows in our hands. Okay. Take your time. Good. Yes! Foot on the straight. Left palm towards the target. Left goes an uppercut. When you're doing your uppercut, make sure you don't kind of spread out at first. Somebody wants to come out right here. Come right back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Imagine it's a front punch. You want to put the ball left target. Good. So bring this in. Push that shoulder. Okay, time. Everybody, great job. So I'm going to teach you one more thing before Zeke gets started with crazy spinning baton twirling 101. Okay, so here goes. The wrap strike. So what we're going to do here, we're going to block over your head. You're going to bring your right hand across your face and down by your left ear. And then you're going to strike parallel to the deck. Come around. And then turn your palm again towards the target. If my hand is facing the wrong way and I hit something, it's going to fly off, right? Turn your palm towards the target. From here, we're going to bring it back up, down, and kind of retrace our steps. So it's 1, 2, right hand by the left ear. Think of it as chopping motion. Come from the side. Right, center of your chest again. And bring it right back to where you started, nice and slowly. Up and around and punch. This elbow's up a little bit, right? Wrap, unwrap. Wrap, unwrap. Good. See, come up, please. Yes, so the application, just give me a real slow overhead strike, would be I block, I'm clearing it, I'm coming around with my own strike. So that kind of helps you understand the move a little bit better. Okay? Yeah. So let's get this down because we're going to put it into our 7-strike series, and then that's going to be as far as we're going to take it. So again, we're going to block, bring it around, wrap, bring it back and unwrap, right? Now, you can do the same move, but do it low. Wrap, right? And then from here, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it straight up and come back to my set position. Good. So instead of doing a wrap strike, we're doing a sweep, but it's the same, kind of same motion, right? As I come through here, I sweep it through, and then I bring it up to a chamber. I flex my wrist so I can punch out. Back to my original set position. So medium speed, it looks like this. So you don't want to hit your ribs on this one. You don't want to go. It's not a strike to the knee and an uppercut. It's a sweep. So as soon as it starts to touch my body, I bring it straight up. Okay, and come right back down. Make sure the left end of the weapon points straight ahead. It's not out at some weird angle. Okay, so you ready? Bring the staff over your head, like you're going to do a wrap strike, but we're going to dip it, sweep it, chamber, snap the hips and punch out. Yeah, again, ready? 1. Set position, ready? 2. And one more time, ready? 3. Good. So, take a second, practice that. We're going to tie everything together in a way that you can remember it and practice it on the weekends in your free time. Then we're going to move on. All right, go ahead. Hit it, guys. Sweep strike, uppercut, punch. Good. So the right hand goes by your left ear. If you get the right hand by your left ear, you're usually going to be okay.
Yeah. In other words, you want to do that so that allows for you to come out stronger.
Yeah. With the top, and it'll be a better snap at the end. Good. Palm towards your target. By your left ear, sir.
If you're doing it, you need to take this more explosive. Then you can snap that head and go into something too.
Good.
Bring that down.
See that? Right hand by the left ear. Then we're going to bring it up. Good. Okay, time. All right, guys. Last thing here. Let's put it all together. I like to put things in combinations, so it's kind of like a catalog. You can remember what you learned. So all we're going to do, let me demonstrate it first. Okay. Okay, let's do it. You ready? Up,
Just like that.
down, left, right, sweep, chamber, punch. Okay, good. 3 times slow. Ready? Second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, chamber, punch. Good. One more time slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, chamber, punch. This time I'm going to do it with you, but I'm not going to call it out. Still slow. Ready? This time I'm not going to do it with you, but I am going to call it out. Set positions. Ready? Up, down, side, side, sweep, chamber, punch. Okay, you're on your own. Start slow. When you think you got it, feel free to speed it up. Go. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Good. Hey. Okay, time. All right, guys, so get in your set position. Does everybody know if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced belt? Okay, if you're in an adult program and you don't have a karate belt, we'll go with the beginners, please. Okay, so get ready. Set position. If you are an advanced belt, go. 7-strike series. Good. If you are an intermediate belt, go, please. Very good. Nice. If you are a beginner belt, go, please. Do your best with it. You guys are doing great. Good. Take your time. Awesome. Okay, get ready. Here goes. Beginners, go. Intermediates, go. Advanced, go. Hey. Nice. Very good job. Okay, guys, you can relax. Please go ahead and have a seat. Relax for a second. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, before I turn you guys over to Zeke, I just want to remind you, if you do like the staff, It's just my opinion, but in my opinion, I think it's better if your foundation, if you base your staff routine around powerful strikes or strong blocking techniques, you know, and good stances, really good stances, which we already covered earlier today as well. And then from there, you know, do your spin, your releases, and do it as an accent to your form. Because I'm going to tell you, after a few minutes, the judges are at a demo, there's only so many flashy kicks or flashy bow moves, and then it loses its luster a little bit. So you want to leave them wanting more. So, you know, have a powerful foundation, and then throw in your trick moves to kind of spice things up a little bit, instead of the other way around. Do you guys have any questions about anything we've covered so far?
No.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to turn you guys over to Zeke. Got him, dude.
Sweet. All right, so once again, everybody, my name is Zeke, and I love swinging this thing around. So we're going to go over two different things today. We're going to keep it in our hands for one of them, and then the other technique, we're going to throw it up in the air a little bit. Hopefully we won't poke any holes in the ceiling. So the first technique that it's called the around the world. I love the around the world. I take it behind the head just like that, okay? It looks difficult. It's not, I promise, okay? I love this technique because it's really good for me and for you guys to transfer from one side to the other. It makes it a little flashy, and it makes the judges, because if you guys are stagnant and you're staying over here the whole time, you want to be able to switch directions, and you can take that. Okay? And so this move is perfect for that. You got your sweeps and stuff like that. This makes it a little bit more fancy, okay? So I'm going to go over it one more time. I'm going to show it to you guys, and I'm going to explain it, okay? So starting at my right hand, that's what it looks like. Just like that. I'm going to take it, hold it in my right hand, right about the middle. I'm going to hold it in between my thumb and my first finger here, so I have a little bit more, so I can roll it around a little bit more in my hand, okay? I'm going to let go with my hands, hold it within my thumb and my first finger here, okay? When I do that, I'm going to stick it in my arm, going to bring it over my head, reach straight back. 1, 2. And then all I do, I let go of this hand, roll it back around. That's all it is. One more time. I hold it in my right hand. You guys never ever want to stick your thumb up when you're doing your bow form. I'm only doing this for teaching purposes, okay? My thumb is up. I drop my thumb down. I let go with my 4 fingers. Keep it in my thumb. My thumb goes down to my side. Comes back up. Catch it here. Okay? Kind of like I'm doing a back fist strike. I catch it here in my arm. I bring it over my head. Well, behind my head, excuse me. And then I take my left hand. My palm goes backwards, faces this way. Same time, I catch it here. I let go with my right hand. I grab it with my whole hand, but when I release it, I let go with my 4 fingers and grab it in my thumb one more time. Here, okay? So it makes it look a little bit better. All right, everybody stand up, please. Let's get to it. I need everybody to take the bow, hold it right in the middle, okay? Take your palm, turn it down, roll it out. Palm facing the back. Stick your thumb up. Don't actually put your thumb up. Face it forward though. Now put it in your arm here. Okay? Now bring it behind your head. You want to make sure it's in the crease of your arm. Here. You want to take it and you want to bring it behind your head. Take your left hand, straight back. Let go with your right hand. Bring it right on down. There you go. One more time. Hold it in the middle. Put your thumb down. Don't actually stick out your thumb. Drop it down and bring it to your side at the same time. Here. Now let go with your 4 fingers. Roll it backwards into your arm. There you go. I'm going to take it, put it behind my head, reach back. Your palm faces behind you with your left hand. Here, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to let go with my right hand. I'm going to roll it down. There y'all go. Good job. One more time. Just grab it here. We're going to do it one more time slow, then we're going to try to speed it up a little bit. Sounds good? All right. Take your thumb down to the side. Roll it up into your arm. Catch it behind your head and bring it on down. Good job. Let's try to speed it up a little bit. We're going to start just by working on this, okay? I want you guys to hold it in your hand. Roll it out. Okay? Hold it here. Put your thumb down. Bring it to your right side. Let go with your 4 fingers. And roll it backwards into your arm. Good job, you guys. You guys are getting it. Once we get here, we're going to stop. We're going to start here in a little bit, and then we're going to work on the pass behind our head. Start here one more time. Thumb down, to your side, let go with your 4 fingers, and roll it up. Stop it. Good. Make sure you guys have a tight grip, okay? Tight grip on the bow. Don't be here. Hold it solid in your hand, okay? Last time. Start here, bring your thumb down, to your side, let go with the 4 fingers, and stop here. Good. Now bring it over your head, behind your head, catch it, and bring it around. Good job. So everybody just put it in your arm just like this. Start on the side. Behind your head and catch, and release. Good. One more time. Start here, behind your head, and catch. When you guys do this, don't bring it sideways, okay? When we're here, you want to bring it straight around this way, straight behind you. Good. Now let's try to do it all together now. You ready? When we do this, try to not let it get caught here and do 2 motions. When we do this, focus on making it 1 motion, okay? That's really important for this. So start it here, bring it down, into the arm, over your head and catch it, and bring it back. Good job. One more time. Ready? See if we can get it. Ready, set, go. There you go. Good job, everybody. Some of you guys are getting it. It takes a little bit of practice, though. So now we're going to move on to our releases. I love doing the releases. It really helps accenting my strikes as well, okay? So who here knows how to do a wrist roll or a feed through? A wrist roll and a feed through. Okay, cool. So I want everyone to take the bow, hold it in your right hand, a little bit off center. And you're going to bring it up, bring your thumb up, drop it down. When we're here, you're going to let gravity take over. Okay, I'm going to let go just with my whole hand. Make sure the bow stays here, though. I'm going to turn my hand over. Let's do it a little faster. Just like that, okay? So we're going to start here. Rotate the hand towards your right. Let go and catch. Here we go. One more time. Rotate and catch. Awesome job. Now that we got it going to our right, let's go back to our left. Okay? So after you got it in your right hand, bring it back to your left. Good job. I want you guys to practice that for about 30 seconds or so, just going back and forth with the bow, okay? And time. Awesome, everybody. So, take the bow, hold it in your right hand. Let's do our wrist roll and catch it. Okay. Now take your palm, turn it up. I want you guys to take your left hand, put your knuckles on the bow. Let's try that again. Start your wrist roll, bring it up and catch it. When you bring it up and catch it in your thumb. And then let go with your right hand. And then bring it back down. One more time, hold it in your right hand. Start your wrist roll, freeze it here. Turn your palm up. As you do this, catch it within your thumb and your first finger, okay? When we get here, you're going to let go with your right hand and bring it on down. One more time. Wrist roll and catch. Rotate it to your right again, catch it in your thumb, and then let go with your right hand. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to work on our release a little bit, okay? So our wrist roll and our feed through go into complement our release. That allows us to flow a little bit better, get some more momentum, and get right into it, okay? So I want everyone to start with your feed through. We can skip the wrist roll. Let go with your right hand. Take it behind your back. Here. Make sure you touch your thumbs together. Bring it right around to the front. We're going to do our wrist roll. Before we start our release, we got it on our pop. So when we pop the bow up, if we keep it here, it's going to be a lot hard to catch because it's not gaining any height. Okay? So when we do the pop, we got to make sure our hand and our arm go up like this. Here. Okay? So I want everybody to hold it in your right hand. Practice this motion from your hand to your head. Your hip to your head. Here. Good. Now when you guys get this motion down, you're going to let it go. When I let go, don't worry about trying to get a gazillion rotations right now. Even if you guys get half a turn, that's perfectly okay. So I'm gonna pop it from my hip to my head, and let go, and catch it. You wanna make sure the bow goes up a little bit. Don't keep it down here the whole time. Yeah. Yes, sir. My wrist roll, and I'm gonna pop it from my hip to my head. The reason why I do this motion is so I can get the bow to go a little higher. Okay, so a little bit of tidbit of information, extra details for you guys. If I release it too early, it's gonna go to my opposite side. If I release it too late, it's gonna go towards the same side. You want to try to keep it in the middle so you know exactly where it's gonna be. You want to let the bow fall into your hand. Okay, if I keep my hand here, catch it just like that. Okay, just one more time. Do your wrist roll and pop. Good. When you get that down, go ahead and start your release. Almost there.
Must be a partner.
Alright, time. You're actually doing really, really well with this. So, gauging more towards the advanced guys now, we're going to work on, let's see. Would you guys rather try to catch it behind the back or throw it under the leg?
Catch it behind the back.
Behind the back? Alright. So, this one takes a little bit more coordination. When we do any type of release, you want to make sure your eyes are on the bow the whole time. Okay? So, this is kind of what it looks like. Okay?
That's for the advanced guys?
What was that?
The advanced guys?
Yes. If you guys get it, that's awesome. If not, keep practicing, okay? So, you want to make sure, of course, you don't want to have the bow up and down. If you get that half rotation, that's fine. As soon as you see the bow dropping down, you're gonna reach behind your back. And like I was explaining to you guys earlier, you want to let the bow fall into your hand, right? It's the same principle with it. So if I keep my hand on my hip, my bow should be there. Same thing if I catch it behind the back. If I put my hand behind the back, bow should be there. Okay? If you guys need to turn your shoulder in a little bit to reach your catch, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to start our wrist roll. When you guys do the pop, you're going to turn your shoulder forward, reach your left hand behind the back. Shoulder forward, left hand behind the back, okay? You catch it in the opposite hand you release with. So I'm going to start my wrist roll. I'm going to release, turn, and catch. What did you say? What is it?
You gotta look at the rearview mirror too.
I was trying to keep my eyes on the ball like I was cold. I hear
We're back picture.
I hear here comes somebody and I hear
Just
dad.
slightly enough so that you have an extra range of motion, but your eyes are still here, okay?
I see this time. There's no way I can.
You got it.
Back on the basic one.
See what's there.
Oh, I'm sure.
taking pictures. Well, all guys are giving. Come on, Sissy.
You can get like the size of
Alright, time! So now we're going to take everything that we have, we're going to chain it together now. We have our wrist roll, we have our feed through, behind the back, into our release. So everything, I'm going to face you guys and show it, I'm going to face the mirror and show it. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, you guys can catch it in the front. Or behind the back. Okay? So facing this way. Just like that. So let's try it. Take the bow, put it in your right hand, hold it off center a little bit. You're gonna do your wrist roll towards your right. Okay? Catch it, palm down, just like this. Now rotate it, palm up, and catch it in your left hand here. Good. Now let go with your right hand, bring it behind the back. When you bring it behind the back, you should naturally be holding it off center, just like this, so it makes it perfect for a perfect setup for my wrist roll. If I can get the words out. I'm gonna bring it right back out in front of me. I'm gonna do my wrist roll. I'm gonna pop it up, like that. When you guys do the release, make sure you catch it in the opposite hand, okay? So facing you guys, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna mirror you guys. So I'm gonna hold it in my left, you guys in your right. So I'm gonna do it. Start with your wrist roll. Keep going. Pass it into your hand, into your thumb. Bring it behind the back. Back out in front. Do that wrist roll one more time. Pop it and catch it.
A lot of them aren't paying attention and doing the catching part.
If you guys want to start, work on the whole combination, that's okay too. From the wrist roll, feed through, all the way around. Or you can start off in the beginning with the wrist roll and go from there. You guys, your guys' choice, okay?
Yeah, I missed that last year. The catching part. So did Leah.
I thought it was a partner
You
thing.
guys to try catching it behind your back, okay? So I do my wrist roll, feed through, behind the back, one more time. Catch it here, okay?
Most just want to get Leah dropping it.
All right, guys, time. If you don't mind, everybody please just move back and have a seat for a second. I asked Zeke if he would go back and review everything he did with you guys, one time slow, and then one time fast, and on the fast one, you just want to continue with a little combo or part of the game, if you kind of roll out. One time fast and follow up.
Awesome. So first thing that we went over was our wrist roll. It doesn't matter what hand you guys do this in. I prefer my right hand, so that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to hold it off center. I'm going to punch it out. I only do this for teaching purposes. When you guys are actually practicing, do not stick your thumb out, okay? That's really important. I'm going to turn my thumb up. I'm going to teach you guys to do this. I'm going to turn my palm up for my thumb. I'm going to drop it down towards the shoulder that I have my hand in, okay? So if it's in my right, I go to my right. I'm going to let gravity take over, of course with a little bit more momentum. I'm going to catch it here, and then my feed through. As I finish my wrist roll, and my palm starts to rotate again and turns up. I'm going to take my other hand, my knuckles go on the bow, here. I'm going to catch it in my thumb. I'm going to let go with this bottom hand. I take it in my left hand, behind the back. When you guys go behind the back, you don't want your hands out here. Your hands naturally should be close enough to where your thumbs can touch, okay? Now that my hand's already off center here, it's not already in the middle, so this makes it a perfect setup for my wrist roll and my release, okay? I'm gonna bring it out to the front, just like this. So when I bring it out, my hand should still be here, okay? I'm gonna start my wrist roll one more time, and I'm gonna pop it from my hip, where my belt should be, to my head. The reason why I say from my hip to my head, I say that because it allows the bow to have some room in between going up and coming down and for me to be able to catch it. If I were to keep it here the whole time, it's going to be a lot harder for me and I'm going to have to react faster. Okay? So I do my wrist roll, my hip to my head, catch it here. My eyes are on the bow the whole time. That is really important. If I were to close my eyes and do this, it's probably not going to catch it, right? Eyes on the bow, and you should let it fall into your hand. That's also really important. Here, okay? As for the behind and back, it's the same principle. You just want to rotate that shoulder out just enough to where you can get your hand here, okay? By your opposite head. If I release it in my right, I catch it in my left, and vice versa, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing. My wrist roll, feed through, behind the back. 1-1. Here, okay? So make sure your palm is up and you catch it just like that. And then the last thing, the first thing that I went over, the around the world, I'm going to face you guys and do it. I'm going to face the mirror and do it. Okay? I hold it in my right hand. My thumb goes down into my right side. If it's my left, down to my left. Okay? Down to my right. I rotate the bow up. I turn my palm backwards. I let go with my first four fingers. Keep it in between my thumb and my first. Here. I'm going to use that to roll it up into the crease of my arm. Bring it behind my head. My palm goes straight back this way. Straight back this way. I catch it behind the head, and then I roll it on up. Okay? Facing the mirror. Start it in my right hand. Hold it about in the middle. My thumb goes down into my right. Let go with my first four fingers. Roll it up into my arm. Behind the head, palm straight back, same time. Meet here. I let go with the right hand and I roll it on back, okay? So I actually use this combination in my form. What Mr. Jason was going over earlier with the 7-strike series, I take all of this and I put it into application. So I'm at the side of my form, start of my form, I'm going to my left. Here. Okay?
That's one time color.
Back one more time. Backwards once? Yes, sir.
All left-handed. Guys, thank you so much. I want to thank Sensei Wright for having us, and I want to thank all of you guys for coming, especially you adults that don't normally do this. Thanks for being good sports. We really enjoyed it, and we look forward to working out with you guys a little bit later this afternoon, too. So if you guys don't mind, we'll go ahead and bow out. Everybody can stand up, please. There's our face each other, bow and show respect. Need a little energy, please. Thank you, guys. So much. You're getting the sticks now. You got some
Oh, yeah.
I threw the little 360 spin too.
Yeah, it's all right at the end.
I would try my double one here, but still I'm worried about actually fuck the whole wall. Yeah, right.
It's fun.
Let me show you something real quick. So you know how to do this.